Auzubillahiminashaitanirrajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Class 11th, subject economics. Today's topic is silent features of Indian economy on the eve of independence. It is subtopic silent features of Indian economy on the eve of independence. It can be, in other words, we can say typical features of Indian economy on the eve of independence are characteristics of the Indian economy on the eve of independence. Following are some of the salient features of Indian economy on the eve of independence. Number 1, agriculture. The principal source of substance. As you know, nearly 73% of Indian population depend on agriculture on the eve of independence, but the contribution from this sector towards national income on the eve of independence, that was only 59%. Second is inadequate agriculture production. It is second point, inadequate agricultural production. In India, the agriculture production was inadequate to meet the demand of the country. It was inadequate to meet the demand of the country. 13 crore hectares of land was under cultivation on the eve of independence, but only 527 lakh tons of food grains was the production at the time of independence, in which production of wheat was 64 lakh tons and that of rice, means the production of rice was 220 lakh tons, which shows us the backwardness of Indian economy at the time of independence. Our third point is low productivity and production in agriculture. We can explain it with the following table. The table given here. The first column of the table is crop. Second column, production in lakh tons. Third column is productivity kg per hectare. Let us see here. We have to compare 1947 and 2015-16. In 1947, the production of wheat was 64 lakh tons. As compared to 2015-16, it is 935 lakh tons. I will repeat it. In 1947, the production of wheat was 64 lakh tons whereas in 2015 and 16 it is 935 lakh tons. Second, rice. In 1947 the production of rice was 220, means 222 lakh tons, whereas in 2015 and 16 it is 1032, I mean 1032 lakh tons. Now let's come to the productivity. It is productivity kg per hectare. In 1947 it was 660 kg per hectare, whereas in 2015 and 16 it is 3093 kg per hectare. It is wheat. We are talking about wheat. Wheat productivity in 1947 was 660 kg per hectare, whereas the wheat productivity in 2015-16 it was 3093 kg per hectare. Now let's come to rice. Productivity kg per hectare in 1947 rice productivity was 665 kg per hectare. In 2015 and 16 it is 2404 kg per hectare. Its source is Bhattacharya Economic History of India and RBI's Handbook of Statistics on the Indian Economy. It is the source of the table which we were discussing. Productivity of wheat was 7.4 times lower in 1947 as compared to 2015-16. Rice, productivity of rice was 3.6 times lower in 1947 as compared to 2015-16. Output of wheat was 14.6 times lower and output of rice was 4.7 times lower in 1947 as compared with 2015-16. Let's come to the fourth point. Fourth point is land tenure system. There were three revenue systems at that time. Number one was Zimidari system, second Mahawari system, third Rohitwari system. These systems were dominated by middlemen between government and cultivators. These middlemen charged high rate of revenue, left agricultural productivity very low, and this affected agricultural productivity. This fourth point also shows us the backwardness of the Indian economy at the time of independence. Now let's come to the fifth point. It is limited commercialization of agriculture. Limited commercialization of agriculture production was very low, or in other words, we can say it was insufficient. It was insufficient, largely self-subsistence for the farming families. A little surplus was generated. A little surplus was generated in the market. Means productivity was very low and there was a small surplus which generated in the market. Let's come to sixth point. Lack of basic industries. There was a lack of basic industries on the eve of independence. Only one industry, that is Tata Iron and Steel Mill, was the only important basic industry at the time of independence, which indicates the backwardness of the Indian economy at the time of independence. Seventh point, it is illiteracy. In India, overall literacy level was less than 16%. Literacy rate was less than 16% on the eve of independence or at the time of independence. Female literacy rate was less than 7%. In 1948, literacy rate was 18%. Or in other words, we can say the illiteracy was 82% and the literacy rate was only 18% at the time of independence. Thus, we came to the conclusion, the reason of the backwardness of the Indian economy at the time of independence. We have to discuss some more points regarding this. Inshallah, in the next lecture, we will discuss those points. Thank you.